No.
What's one of the main things you want people to take away from your books? Like, you want to teach them about a weapon, or identify with a character, or warn them of a plot that's coming? Like, what are you trying to get out?
Definitely not a weapon. I know
Okay.
almost nothing about guns. I have a gun consultant that I literally write gun and then his name and two question marks and send it to him. Um, really it's really about the threats that are coming. That's what I think about when I write a book. So if I mean, it sort of depends on the era you're writing, and I've been doing it for 30 years. The threats have really evolved, and that's one of the reasons I was excited to write Fade In, is because I got to deal with things like, the rise of an incredibly powerful elite class, both in billionaires and politicians, how they can use AI, AI drones and weapons that they have control over. In fact, they have control over everything you see and know everything about you. All those kinds of things, I think, are the threats that are coming down the pike for not only Americans but humanity.
Mm.
And I didn't feel like too many people were writing about that. It's kind of a pain to write about because it's not like this guy who's trying to smuggle a bomb or kill a bunch of people or anything. So you have to think about how to keep the action high and everything. But I think that's what's going to take down society, not so much a big war or terrorism or anything like that. I think we're going to do it to ourselves, and that's what I wanted to write about.
It almost seemed like when I was reading this, it was so almost Nostradamus like in predicting what we're dealing with. As like it was almost like Brad, like you and Brad Thor have this ability to kind of predict a couple steps ahead of where the world is, so that when the book does come out, we're in that world. It was fascinating with
Right.
reading this one that
Yeah,
early.
it's really weird to think how fast this stuff moves because when I started Fade In, AI wasn't really a thing. Like, I
Yeah.
mean, people were kind of talking about it, didn't work, and then when it came out, every people was that a year and a half it took me to write it, and people are already thinking, oh no, my job's going to be gone or whatever, or it's going to become so powerful, and it's really interesting to think about how that's going to affect society. I mean, even just the weird things that I put in there, like, driverless cars were perfected. That's just a huge employer of American men, and they would suddenly be out of work. And you don't want a lot of American men, young American men, unemployed with access to military grade weaponry running around because that's never gone well in all of history.